Before you step into an Asda store again, there is something important you need to know. Many of the prices, promotions, and product displays that seem harmless are not as simple as they appear. They look like helpful discounts, friendly offers, and everyday savings. But behind them is a carefully engineered system designed to influence how much you buy, especially if you are an older shopper who trusts familiar brands and clear-looking labels. It may sound surprising, but the supermarket tactics that feel comforting or familiar are often the very things that make you spend more. A bargain that looks obvious may not be a bargain at all. A premium label may not mean higher quality. And a discount placed at eye level may not truly be the best choice for your budget or your health. Stay with us, because by the end of this investigation you will know which shopping habits to avoid, which signals to pay attention to, and exactly how to protect your wallet every time you shop. Supermarkets today operate with far more complexity than most shoppers realize. What appears to be a simple weekly trip to buy essentials is supported by pricing algorithms, supplier contracts, layout engineering, and carefully tested marketing methods. These systems are not illegal, but they are designed to influence behavior, especially among older adults who rely on habit-trust established brands and may not examine small print labels closely. Understanding how these mechanisms work is the first step towards smarter, safer shopping. Regulators such as the UK Competition and Markets Authority oversee pricing transparency, while Trading Standards monitors weights, labels, and product accuracy. Yet despite these protections, the retail environment still contains gaps where confusion can occur. For example, unit prices may be presented in different measurement formats. Reduced labels may stay on shelves after promotions end. Multi-buy offers can distract from the true cost per gram. These are not always violations. They are strategic uses of presentation designed to guide decisions. Marketing plays an even larger role. Supermarkets know that older adults tend to value consistency and clarity, so packaging often imitates premium products, and budget lines may share colors or symbols with well-known brands. Some items labeled fresh are simply defrosted. Some premium-looking products come from the same production lines as cheaper alternatives. And many discounts rely on customers assuming that anything marked down is automatically a good deal. This creates a landscape where perception can easily outweigh reality. Research on consumer behavior shows that lighting, music, tempo, shelf height, and even the size of a shopping trolley can influence purchases without customers noticing. These effects become stronger when someone shops while tired, hungry, or pressed for time, conditions common for retirees or caregivers managing busy households. Over weeks and months, these small psychological triggers add up to significant extra spending. This video exists to break the cycle. By exposing how these systems operate and why they affect older adults more strongly, we aim to provide the clarity needed to make confident, informed decisions at every stage of the shopping trip. When you understand the patterns, you can avoid the traps. The first issue begins with the environment inside the store. Many shoppers believe their choices are guided mainly by price, but in reality, the atmosphere itself plays a major role. It feels comfortable and familiar, yet every detail from the aisle width to the lighting temperature has been tested to encourage slower walking and longer browsing. Studies in the Journal of Retailing show that warm lighting alone can reduce walking speed by up to 12%. Cardiff University research confirms that bakery scents increase appetite and impulse buying. These cues work subconsciously, and older adults who may rely on routine or sensory comfort are often more affected. Items placed at child eye level or oversized trolleys that appear helpful are simply tools designed to increase purchases. Being aware of these environmental triggers is the first defense before moving deeper into pricing strategies. The next issue revolves around price tags, which appear simple but often contain information designed for staff rather than customers. A label ending in 97p, for example, usually signals a genuine manager-led clearance, while other sale prices reflect no real discount. Multi-buy promotions often increase the cost per 100 grams, yet the bright stickers distract from the fine print. Unit pricing should help shoppers compare fairly, but formats frequently switch from per 100 Gs to per liter, making comparisons confusing. For older adults who may rely on quick decisions or eyesight that makes tiny print hard to read, these shifts can lead to unintentional overspending. Even the color green, commonly used for rollback signs, is selected because it subconsciously communicates trust and value. Understanding these price signals helps prevent falling for psychological pricing rather than genuine savings. Another concern involves own brand versus premium label products. Shoppers often believe that a luxury-looking package means higher quality, especially older adults who associate premium branding with safety and better standards. Yet many of Asda's premium items come from the very same factories as standard versions. Factory codes printed on packaging often match, meaning the only difference is the label stuck on at the end of the production line. Frozen seafood may come from the same catch as well-known branded options. Budget pasta and beans can be produced on the same equipment as national brands. Manufacturing is continuous. Once the product is made, the packaging determines the price. The gold foil's textured paper and elegant language simply elevate perception. Paying more is not always paying for better ingredients. Sometimes it is paying for a story created by the packaging. Convenience foods present another significant area where shoppers spend more than they realize. Microwave rice pouches, prepared fruit, cut vegetables, and grab-and-go snacks appear inexpensive, but the difference per gram compared to basic ingredients can be enormous. A pouch of instant rice may cost 6 times the price of cooking the same amount at home. Pre-cut produce routinely costs 50,000 to 80% more per kilo. Ready meals may have a markup over 160% compared to raw ingredients. The added cost covers packaging, labor, transport, and display, not higher nutrition. For older adults who may appreciate convenience due to limited mobility or time, these items are attractive, but they increase both spending and salt intake. Bright displays near self-checkout areas place the highest margin convenience products exactly where tired shoppers are most likely to make quick, unplanned purchases. Convenience saves minutes, but it also silently drains the budget. The understanding of freshness also requires caution. The word suggests quality, but many products presented as fresh have been previously frozen. This practice is legal as long as storage rules are followed, but it misleads shoppers who assume they are buying newly sourced goods. Seafood and poultry are common examples. Once thawed, bacterial growth accelerates and nutrients begin to decline. For older adults who face higher risks of foodborne illness, the difference between genuine fresh and defrosted can matter. Stores enhance the fresh illusion by placing these items prominently at the front, often near warm lighting that makes colors appear brighter. Recognizing that fresh does not always mean fresh can protect both health and spending habits. Many shoppers also overlook the consumer rights that protect them. Supermarkets rarely highlight these rules, although they are legally binding. If a till price is higher than the shelf label, customers are entitled to a refund of the difference under consumer trading regulations. Faulty goods returned within 30 days must be refunded fully, not exchanged, not credited. Weight discrepancies in packaged goods can also be challenged, and refunds are permitted when items weigh less than stated. Older adults often avoid requesting refunds due to uncertainty or reluctance to challenge staff, leading to unnecessary losses. Some stores encourage replacements instead of refunds because it reduces their financial impact. Knowing these rights ensures shoppers do not pay more than legally required. Finally, digital loyalty systems introduce both opportunities and challenges. Apps like Asda Rewards offer bonuses, missions, and cashback incentives, but they are structured to reward higher spending. Missions often require multiple purchases or set spending thresholds before rewards apply. Instant boosts may appear and expire within hours. Shoppers who do not check the app daily or who are unfamiliar with digital tools may miss significant savings. Older customers in particular may find the technology confusing or physically difficult to use. Meanwhile, the system collects data and encourages ongoing purchases to unlock savings that may not exceed what was spent to obtain them. When used correctly, digital rewards can genuinely help, but only if shoppers understand how to combine missions, time activations, and avoid unnecessary spending to earn discounts. Perhaps the most revealing discovery in this entire investigation is how little difference exists between many premium products and their cheaper counterparts. For years, shoppers, especially older adults, have trusted that a higher price and more elegant packaging mean better quality. Yet when examining factory codes, supplier listings, and production line information, a different picture emerges. Numerous premium labeled items, including Asda's Extra Special range, come from the same manufacturing facilities as standard products. Seafood provides one of the clearest examples. Frozen cod, haddock, and prawns sold under Asda's own labels often come from the same Icelandic suppliers used by Bird's Eye. The catch is identical, processed on the same boats and through the same equipment, and then packaged differently depending on which brand the retailer intends to promote. A similar pattern appears in pasta beans and tinned goods from the Just Essentials line, which are produced in the same UK facilities as well-known national brands. Wines offer another striking case. Several extra special wines priced between £6 and £8 are bottled by the same vineyards that supply 12,014 premium ranges at other supermarkets. The difference is not in the grape or the process. It is in the branding, the label design, and the margin chosen by the retailer. This pattern does not violate regulations. It reflects how modern supply chains operate, but it challenges the widespread belief that premium means better. For older shoppers who stretch household budgets, carefully paying 30–40% extra for a label alone can significantly impact monthly expenses. Understanding that packaging can be a marketing tool, not a guarantee of superior quality, is one of the most valuable lessons in navigating today's retail landscape. Understanding these tactics is only helpful if shoppers have clear, practical ways to protect themselves. The first step is learning how to read labels correctly. Always look at the unit price, not the headline price or the size of the packaging. If two products look similar, compare the cost per 100 grams or per liter. Be cautious when the measurement units switch mid-shelf. This is a common source of confusion. Avoid assuming that gold labels, script fonts, or the word extra mean a better product. These features often signal marketing design rather than higher quality. When choosing food, especially if you are on a fixed income, consider alternatives that reduce cost without sacrificing safety. Frozen vegetables and seafood from recognized suppliers are often identical to branded versions and offer the same nutrition. Buying whole produce instead of pre-cut options reduces cost and minimizes the risk of spoilage. Preparing simple meals at home using basic ingredients can be significantly cheaper than relying on ready meals or microwave pouches. For older adults, small habits can create consistent savings. Shop after eating, not when hungry. Use a basket for small trips to avoid the pressure of an oversized trolley. Check expiration dates carefully, especially on defrosted meat and fish. When possible, choose stores during evening markdown periods, but always verify the unit price even on reduced items. Consumer rights also play an important role. If a shelf price does not match the till price, request a refund of the difference. If a product is faulty within 30 days, ask for a full refund, not store credit. Keep receipts for weight-based items and have them checked if something feels off. Finally, approach digital rewards with a plan. Combine missions when possible, convert vouchers only before major shops, and check the app daily if you rely on its bonuses. With knowledge and small adjustments, shoppers can regain control and spend with confidence. This investigation shows that many supermarket decisions are shaped long before a shopper walks through the door. Prices, labels, product placement, and even store atmosphere all influence how much people spend, often without realizing it. Older adults who rely on habit, trust, established brands, and value clarity are especially vulnerable to these subtle techniques. Yet the patterns become clear once we understand how they work. When shoppers compare unit prices, question premium packaging, and recognize environmental cues, they gain the power to protect both their budget and their health. Awareness is the strongest tool available, and every small adjustment helps families make more confident, informed choices in a retail system designed to push them towards spending more. Which of the findings in this investigation surprised you the most? And have you personally encountered any of these supermarket tactics during your own shopping trips? Your experience may help other viewers recognize similar patterns. If you want practical, evidence-based guidance to protect your family's budget and avoid misleading marketing practices, consider following our future reports so you never miss an important update. Thank you for watching to the end. We appreciate your time, your trust, and your commitment to learning how to shop more safely and confidently, especially in a retail environment that grows more complex every year.